Yo, what up guys, it's Test Your Might, coming in with a new video. In this video we'll be talking about gear and the gems inside of gear, and through my testing what I would recommend for every class, and so on and so forth. So let's hop into it.
If I keep calling you my lover, move on. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. I'm shaking.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about base gear. So there's gonna be two phases to this video. I'm gonna try to make it quick. No boss gear, obviously no boss gear, right? And then there's gonna be we're gonna talk about with boss gear and what you should be looking for. So for every class, just about, I think Witch is probably the only class. Okay, so Witch, Kuno, Ninja, Meiwa, and Musa. So you can kind of change those if you like, if you prefer to. But other than that, you're Witch and Wizard. But other than that, you're going to be trying to go for the 3-piece heave and then 1 Terra Toss. So that's going to be what you're going to want to use. If you don't have any boss gear, this is what you want to use, right? So the 3-piece heave, it gives you 250 health for the 2 pieces, and then the 3rd piece gives you an extra 50 health. So you use this. The main reason why you want to use heave, is for the health. Like, you want the health. The health is super good for your survivability. It's almost essential, right? Like, okay, but that's pretty much the main reason, right? And the reason why I say heave over Gernil is because if we look at Gernil, go to this marketplace. We look at Gernil, right? Well, now we get a health bonus, but we only get the health bonus as an armor and shoes, right? So, and there's no flat value. There's nothing other than that. Like, you get and then you get the 5 AP for the helmet and gloves if you wear the 4-piece, and then all you get the extra 2, so it's like a 7 AP buff. Now that's good and all, but I think it's kind of minuscule compared to the health. And also, if you wear the chest and the shoes, Terra Toss, like a Terra Toss, anything with just 1 gem slot is gonna have a flat value. So if you look at this Terra Toss helmet, for instance, this Terra Toss helmet says knockdown and bound resistance. So the boots give you flat evasion. So now if you were in boss gear, you would be using Muskin boots. The Muskin boots would be giving you evasion, but they would give you evasion on increased enchant. So I would just recommend just go ahead and use the Terra Toss. Now another thing, right? Now this is what I was saying, like, some people like the WP pull a little bit more, but I still feel like it's kind of minuscule. But you could do a 2-piece Terra Toss, 2-piece Grenil. That was kind of the meta for Blader, Musa. Blader and Musa are the same, but Musa, Meiwa, Ninja, Kinuichi. That was kind of like and also Witch and Wizard, because Witch and Wizard actually have stuff that scale off of MP, but I still feel like it's minuscule. So in my opinion, I would just go for this setup. Go for your 3-piece Grenil, or a 3-piece heave. 3-piece heave on your the helmet, the chest, and the gloves, and then the boots. I would go for the Terra Toss for that extra evasion, because if you wear like another piece of heave, now obviously you want the 2. The thing is, right, is like you need the 2 gem slots. Like, you want the 2 gem slots to get more bonuses out of the 2 gem slots than if I were to wear like full Terra Toss or full, you know, of a different set that doesn't give me a bonus. So okay, so let's move on. We're still kind of talking. Let's talk about weapons. Let's start here, because we're gonna start dipping into boss gear a little bit. So obviously I don't have any boss gear, but I'm pretty aware about like what's what. So let's talk about just a flat Laverto. Like, obviously you could, if you have a Uria, you know, you want to go up to the Laverto. Like I said, this is all in my opinion. You guys do what you need, but this is kind of what I've learned over the time. I played this game and what I've tested and what just feels better, what feels a lot more better, makes me tankier. So every class has that. If you look at my gems, I have attack speed. Every class has a different in this game. Can go off of cast speed or attack speed. Now, depending on the class. So the best way, right, if you don't know, well, rather your class runs off attack speed or cast speed. Let's go through the list. So, Warrior is attack speed. Ranger is attack speed. Sorcerer is cast speed. Berserker is attack speed. Tamer is attack speed. The Musa and Meiwa, I think they're both attack speed. I'm not 100%. Valkyrie is cast speed. Kiniwichi Ninja, I think those are attack speed. Witch and Wizard are cast speed. So I'm not 100% on some of those. If I am wrong, then I'll leave like a template. Let's move to the, let's say that you were going to get let's say you have a Liberto. You get the +3 crit rate, which is good. Everything but the Warrior, right? Like pretty much everything but the Warrior, because the Warrior has 100% crit on all of its moves. So obviously you don't want the Liberto, but if you can get it, hold on to it. And I haven't had Zaka. I've never gotten Zaka. Tried for Zaka, just haven't gotten it yet. But all in a good time, right? So crit rate. So let's say you're a Ranger, right? If you're a Ranger, then you want to use this, and then in your heave gloves, you're going to want to put 2 attack speed and the assault crystals level 2 of them in there. And then like me, I have a damage reduction in here. Now normally I use the accuracy precision gem, but there wasn't any in the market, so I have this in here for now. And then +1 attack speed on your Liberto if you're a Ranger. And you want to put an extraction crystal in your where my armor one would be in this weapon slot. So the extraction crystal will help you with your resources. Now I think for a lot of classes that may be the case, if you want to just help with your resources. So here's where we get like a little like crazy, right? So let's say we have full boss gear. So we have full boss gear. Let's do Begs. I guess I can't type in with an S. Okay. Begs. Okay, so Begs. Just for example. When you wear the 4-piece set, you get attack speed and cast speed. So that gives you +4 to everything. So you only need 1 gem. So what you're going to want to do, is go ahead and throw. There's 2 different ways you could do it. There's a cheap way and an expensive way. The cheap way would be to throw a attack speed or cast speed or both, or like the dual slot gem into your, let's see if we can find it. Here we go. So you can throw that. Oh, that's into your gloves. You can do that into your gloves. Or you can just do one, just the singular. So this one's like 1 single cast speed. The other one, just like that. The opposite would be attack speed. Just into your weapon. So you can do that one into your gloves or into your weapon. And then what you would want to do is you would want to go. Let me see if I can find it. So there's a couple different options. You could go to the expensive route. So let's talk about the expensive route of gems. The expensive route for gems would be let's see here. Alright, so not this. Crit rate. So this would be good for a Ranger. This would be good for a Ranger. It'd be good for any attack class that doesn't have 100% crit. You can go expensive and throw that into your weapon. That'd be decent. Shoes. So now I'm pretty sure there's one like this, but it has +2 movement speed instead of just the 1. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is, but you want to. The thing is, right, when you get your muskins, or if you're just using full nil or something, movement speed is super, super OP, you guys. Like, I can't stress it enough. Can't stress it enough, like how good it is. So you can pretty much just gem up however you want. As long as you have +5 attack speed, +5 cast speed, you pretty much gem up how you want. So about that movement speed, let me just talk about what I've tested and what I found the best. So what I've tested, obviously, like right now, like we know, if I'm just moving around, I have +2 in my boots, so that's all I have for movement speed. So that's pretty good, right? Like, it's not too bad for now. So that's our speed, right? So especially when you're grinding. So I use this Elixir of Swiftness. Now there's one that increases it by 3 as well, but I'm just using these ones for now, just to show kind of a difference. So this is without it, and then this is with it. So we're moving a lot faster, right? So that's the purpose. You want movement speed, right? Like you got to be able to move. So it's pretty essential. Pretty essential. Now, obviously, you can go for the knockdown and all that stuff, but I personally just don't recommend it, especially when everybody has iframes and whatever. So everyone's going to be having iframes. Everyone's going to be having some sort of mobility. So the quicker you move, the less likely you are to get CC'd anyways. I think every class gets a block too. So I mean, the knockdown and bound resistance, I think everybody pretty much gets a buff, right? Like, you're gonna get knocked out. Like, that buff only is not up all the time, but it's still a buff nonetheless. I don't believe that it's actually worth it. It's more or less like an opinion. What you think is better, I guess. What you feel is better. So that's that. We're just gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and leave comments about whatever you guys feel is better for you. Maybe you're grinding crescents and you don't want to get knocked down. You know, whatever you guys feel is good, right? So your offhand, for me personally, I use I usually use the down attack damage, and I complement it with a potion that dramatically increases your down attack damage. I'm a warrior, so when I do my overwhelm, I get the 10% more down attack damage. So I do a lot of damage that way. But right now there's not any in the market, so I've been using the additional crit damage. So that's always an option. There's an offhand that gives you extra AP and more HP, which is something I guess I would recommend for those who want to, you know, have that little bit more damage. So I would use something like that. So this is what I've tested. This is what I want to get into. I've tested the helmet, the chest piece, the difference in them, right? Like, I'm not going to put the video, I recorded it, but I'm not going to put the video up because I feel like this video is going to go on for too long if I do so. I'm trying to make this quick and easy. This is mostly for people that don't know how to gear up and stuff like that. This is my recommendation. So I've tested with two Colby's, the 100 health and 20 weight limit. Tested with 2 of those in my chest, and I've tested this with 2 health. So for my testings, I found the best setup to be, and I've also tested the 2 damage reduction versus 2 Colby's, and then we tested it with 1 of each. So we found that the best setup in my testings with a guildie, we found the best setup is to use 1 Colby and 1 damage reduction. You'll definitely feel a difference. You'll feel a good difference in the you'll feel a difference in how much damage you're taking. We tested this with your health inside your helmet, the harpies or whatever. So obviously we tested it, and sure enough, the evasion works a lot better. 1 out of 9 hits on each test missed, as compared to the health, as we were getting hit harder out of 9 hits. Like, it's pretty in depth. I just don't want to put the video up because it's a long video, right? Like, I had to test it for a while. I had to do a bunch of different tests. So this is the best gem setup I found to be good. So now the gems, the most expensive gems is going to be your Kobe. The Kobe costs about 1.2 to 1.8 mil, and then these ones each cost about 500 to 600k. So kind of just preference. You know, I would this is all, like I said, a recommendation. I've tested it. You guys can maybe test it out yourselves. I don't know. So pretty much that's it, you guys. I just want to do a quick video telling you guys how, I guess, giving you guys my experience, my opinion on gear and how you should gear yourself up. If you're watching this video and you want to swap to the gear, okay, that's cool, right? So the best way to do is to build fail stacks for your jewelry off of like Heave, you know, or Terratos. Build up your fail stacks off that. Obviously you want it yellow, get it up to yellow. So build up your fail stacks off of that, you know, get your jewelry up. Passively do it if you already have like Grinnell or Heave and you're watching this video like, well, you know, maybe he's right, maybe, or something like that, you know, or maybe I want to try it out. You know, make the swap, you know, make the swap to it and give it a go. I don't think you guys will have any complaints about it. Build up fail stacks off of that and go ahead and put it on. You'll feel a difference. Use the gems that I'm using if you want. You'll feel a difference. Like I said, obviously if you're a different class, you wouldn't use attack speed, you use cast speed in your helmet. So you wouldn't even have like this type of option. If you put in cast speed in your helmet, let's see here, I would probably go with the, where is it at? Pretty good. Oh, melee AP. It's right here. That one you'd put into your gloves if you had full boss gear, Zaka and all that such stuff. There we go, magic AP. So I would recommend probably using that for the damage. So obviously there's none in the market. Now, I'm not a witch or a wizard or anything like that myself, but I've talked to other witches and wizards before I made this video, and they recommend using this one. You'll feel a slight difference in your damage. So that's always an option. It kind of just go with the flow, kind of do whatever you feel, right? Like there's no actual meta to this game, especially like per class, per character. Like, you know, if you want the resistance, if you want the, like I like the grapple resistance because I'm always blocking and stuff like that, so I don't feel like I get knocked down or stiff or, you know, get all that stuff very much. So I like the grapple resistance. I use grapple resistance. I use this pretty little necklace right here. It was a duo, but you know, things happen. We're back up to PR. So we got that. So yeah, just kind of whatever you feel. Like, it's all an opinion, right? Like I said, obviously I've tested for those who want to use these gems. I've tested it, so go ahead and test it yourself. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna put up the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys have any questions, like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Questions below. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.